I really loved just the experience of having time away from my business because I get so underwater with day-to-day activities. And there was a time when I first talked to Felina about the trip when I had to really value, like, God, can I spend the money? Can I spend the time away from my work? And I talked to my employees and said, what do you think? And they said, could you please go? Like, it's going to be great and you deserve it. And as soon as I heard them say that, I thought, why am I not saying that to myself? And so I figured, okay, I'll write the check. I'm committed. And the monetary investment was so like nothing compared to the experience that we got.
I really enjoyed the diversity among women. I was so thrilled of the company. I couldn't have, Felina did an amazing job. I was a little worried to spend 10 days plus with random women I didn't know, but it couldn't have been better. And to be able to be a part of a family that was already in Sweden and meet the entrepreneurs there that were going to be doing the things that we're doing was absolutely priceless.
The locations were so amazing. I think there was so much diversity in what we got to see. Everything from the university town with the historical churches and the castles, and those were fantastic, and the thousands of bicycles that you only see in Sweden. The countryside was so beautiful, and the times when we got to have time to ourselves, even in between all the planning, to reflect on what we were learning and how it was impacting us along the way was really important for me. And then going to the big city and walking through the city, but then getting to see the historical parts of the city as well. And we were all bonding and becoming friends along the way, which was great too. So for me, it was full circle. It touched on every part of what I thought the trip could have been.
Getting to know the women, to be quite honest, was the highlight of my trip. And the friendships that will endure and the accountability that we can provide each other is just, that is definitely worth the time and the logistical nightmare it was to pull everything together to go on the trip. I absolutely recommend it for anyone. And Rose, she wanted to travel a lot and she had a great time and she did what she wanted to do. So it was just really, it was your trip, and you drove what you wanted to take away from it, and that was amazing. And thank you, Felina. It was life changing, but that sounds really ridiculous. It was a high point of my late 40s.
I'm a all-in type of person, and I knew from previous experiences that being around women is very empowering. Even when I didn't even know what my business idea would be, I decided I would go to this International Women's Conference that is now in existence for 4 years, and it started with the concept of the book Lean In. And they were corporate women that just wanted to be supportive of each other and empower each other to kind of break through the glass ceiling. And that's how it started. And now the concept's moved on, but it is about empowering ourselves and helping ourselves grow. And it's exactly what Hera Hub does. So that experience, and then other, like I said, all women organizations that I've been a part of have always led me to believe that you can't, no matter what it is that I pick up, whether it be for my personal pursuits or my business pursuits, spiritual even, it always gives something back 100 times. So that's why I decided to join these. But I felt it was the perfect balance of enjoying, reflecting, learning, and really getting a lot of value in business planning and strategy for your business.
Really enjoyed the strategic planning sessions with Felina. Got a lot out of it. I'm setting up an e-course for an existing consulting business that I'll have. That'll become a passive income, I hope, for me. And it was really great to get grounded in exactly what that needs to look like and exactly what next steps I need to take to make it happen and to bring it to fruition.
for me, I really didn't know what to expect. I showed up there not really having a clear idea of even what I wanted to do, much less how to get there, and the sessions were actually perfect for that. I left knowing what my business name was going to be, and that wasn't even something I had considered. The path I needed to take to get to where I needed to be, and what I was specifically going to do. So for me, it was a huge amount of clarity in where I wanted to go with my consulting business. And it was really great getting to meet the other ladies who were there, because part of that for me was understanding that even people who were mature in their businesses and had been business people, running their own firms for a while, they still had things that they were unsure about or unclear about. So that was affirming to me, and I really appreciated the camaraderie and getting to know everybody and where they were at and having help from them and these things that they had already done.